channel, RealTing, and I'm Tara.
Hi, I'm Audrey, and this week we're recapping Roswell Season 2, Episode 2. That was aired on March 23rd.
I was about to say that sounded like two twos.
I know. Sounds so long ago.
Right?
So much has happened.
So much has happened.
Anyways, we start off with Liz, Isabel, Michael, Kyle, and Alex. All the gang meet at an abandoned army site.
At first it looked really weird because like everybody was just like there, and I'm like, is this a dream? Is this real?
What's happening? I can't tell.
I can't tell.
Yeah. So no, they were just there to set up a lab for saving Max. They need some place to work, and Alex had this place where I guess his dad had abandoned it, some site. So he brought everybody there for them to get busy and put together a lab to save Max. And in the meantime, Rosa is looking up her obituary.
Yes.
That's a little.
It's a little weird. It's a little weird though, because like imagine being dead, like clinically dead, and then next thing you know, you're awake, and like it's 10 years later, and it's like everything is different, and
it's just like. To you, you're just waking up the next morning. Mm-hmm. To her, she just went to sleep and woke up. Whereas to everybody, all this has happened. So she definitely feels out of sorts.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah. Like she said before, there should be some side effects for being dead for 10 years.
I assume so.
So she's looking up her obit, but Liz distracts her. And then tells her that, she asked, well, what was my funeral like? And then she says, oh, no, everybody was there.
It was beautiful. Everybody was around. Everybody loved it. Everybody cried over you dying. Yeah, it was very sad. Mm-hmm.
But when Liz leaves, Rosa is like, I don't know, something doesn't sound right.
Yeah, because I wasn't very friendly with everybody else at that time.
So why would they all like me? Yeah. So everyone is working behind the scenes to save Max, while Rosa is spray painting and just being the bratty teen that she was before she died.
Yeah, and nothing better than reincarnating as a teenager.
Yeah, she just picked up where she left off, and we know
right where she left off.
Yeah, she was bratty before, so she continues to be bratty. And Maria DeLuca, her mom is officially missing now. So she's officially missing, and they're putting up flyers.
So to continue the debate from last week, I rewatched the show, and she walked over the bracelet. She didn't see the bracelet.
My bad.
That's
Sorry,
okay.
I was wrong.
That's alright.
She actually got the detail.
I know. I'm very surprised. My eyes were awake for 1 second.
Max appears in Rosa's dreams again, begging her to stop Liz from bringing him back to life. And then Liz wakes her up, and as usual, she's distracted. Rosa is really getting cabin fever, but considering what's happening for all of us, I think we're all getting cabin fever. So we can identify with Rosa a bit. At this makeshift lab, Michael works on the alien rock, and he's getting flashes of his mom.
Yeah.
So some memories are coming back about his mom.
I called it the glowy rock because it was very pretty rock that he was working on.
Yeah. It's alien. They're always beautiful.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yes. And meanwhile, Kyle examines Alex's father, who, if we remember, got hurt before. So he's examining the father, and the father's threatening what? Kyle examines Alex's father and threatens him if he doesn't tell them what he knows. So he knows more than he's saying to everyone, and they're trying to get all the details out of him, but he's not cooperating. No. And then DeLuca, we'll refer to her as DeLuca because
everybody calls her. Yeah, everybody calls her DeLuca.
So when we say Maria, you might not know who we're talking about.
Maria?
Who is that?
The Von Trapp family?
She's been missing for 2 weeks, actually.
Oh.
And DeLuca is talking to Michael, asking when Max will be back, because Max was the sheriff. Well, he wasn't the sheriff. He was...
Deputy.
Deputy, yes. So, she wants him to help her to find her mom. And, Michael admits, or he sort of says, I'm not sure Max will come back. Because at this point, they're not sure if what they're doing will actually bring.
Well, on top of that, nobody's found a body or anything, so he's kind of just poof
Well, only the kids know about the body.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, he's trying to console DeLuca. And he admits to her he didn't know his mom, but has been distracted with thoughts of his mom. So they sort of bonded there a little bit because she's missing her mom, and he's, having some feelings about his mother too. So Liz draws blood from Isabel as she discusses their plans for getting Max back. She comes across the alien death serum.
Yes.
That was used previously against Liz. Actually, it's supposed to kill the aliens. So she was pretty upset with Isabel. It was used on Isabel before by Liz.
Yes.
So Isabel was pretty upset with Liz that she still has it.
And she's like, "Why do you have it?" And then Isabel picked up the thing, and she's like, "Oh, let me just see," because she stole it. She stole one of the vials from the lab.
Oh yeah. And then so you're jumping ahead.
Oh, sorry. I like to go straight to the point.
Yes, we have to do it in sequence. You can't just jump everywhere. I'm already confused. Don't do that. But she took the vial. Now that you know that. So Rosa checks out her gravesite because there was a funeral. She was buried, so there's a gravestone and everything. But it's been vandalized. So she's recognizing that, okay, maybe people doesn't really like me.
They said something about her being Mexican because she's Mexican.
Yeah, because she was watching some videos to see people's reaction, and that's later again.
Oh, sorry.
She's rushing. It's in the notes, but it's later. So she was checking the gravesite. And she leaves there and goes into town, and she watches Michael and this other guy fight. The guy was talking badly about DeLuca's
mother. Yeah, because they were putting up the missing sign. And it's taking them down. Yeah. So they got into a fight, and she witnessed it, and she hadn't seen anyone else besides Liz and Kyle to this point. So she was surprised that Michael was there. And she was like, "Oh, he was such a sweet guy. Kid, I ruined him. I did this." I know. Yeah. So I don't know what their backstory was.
Not Mike. Was it Michael she was talking about, or that guy?
The Michael.
Okay. Yeah. Alex's brother, I believe his name is Flint. I'm not sure, so if I'm wrong, please leave a note so that I can get it right. But he talks about their father and their cover-up, and he doesn't agree with the father and what he's done. So that was just a moment with Flint. We don't see him very much, so I haven't gotten to really know his character. So it'll be interesting to see if they build up that character. But his Flint, I think, stole the guy's body, remember? Yeah, that he was the guy that was driving the truck last time when they took Noah's body. Oh, yes. Yes, that's the same guy. Sorry if we don't get all the names correctly. We're still learning the show and all the characters, so we're getting there. Yeah. Rosa watches on YouTube. This is where that comes in. Oh, there we go. The video of that guy that Michael was fighting with, and he's ranting about her family being illegal aliens and that Rosa actually, he feels, killed his sister. So she's, watching all this negative things surrounding her name. So she's realizing that, people didn't really think very nicely about me. So then Isabel mom invites her to an empowering women yoga session. But it's funny though, there was that one man in there though, because the advertisement was psychic, medium, yoga, something Pilates instructor. That she covered all the bases. Yeah, everything, yes, and it was DeLuca. DeLuca was hosting it, and she was just like, Isabel was not impressed. It was like, what? Why is she doing this? What does she know? Exactly. So yeah, that was funny, and her mom invited her to it, and she was really not into it. She resisted, but then she finally decided to go with her mom. Liz catches Rosa spray painting because she's all over the place. vandalizing things, and she confronts her about how the town really felt about her. Rosa takes off when the sheriff shows up, and Liz gets caught with the can of spray paint in her hand. Like, again, how teenager-ish. She doesn't even take responsibility for that. She lets her sister get caught.
Well, like, Mom, she's dead. How?
Oh, yeah, nobody can see
exactly.
her, right?
She's supposed to be, like, discreet, but yet she's still walking around town.
She's not good at that.
No.
So Liz calls Michael from the station because she's now in jail. She wanted him to come and bail her out. And his phone
and
rings.
there's Michael in the station.
He's already in jail.
And he's like, beep. At the tone, Michael cannot get to the phone right now. And she
turns around and is
really?
like, oh, God.
Really?
Yes.
What did you do?
That was her one phone call, but he's in jail because he beat up that guy. And yeah, DeLuca's the one hosting the class, and Isabel, like we said, is not very impressed. Liz is freaking out with Michael because with him being in jail, there's nobody watching the lab. And she has samples of the lab that he was supposed to be watching so that they can know if this will help Max or not. But obviously, he's not there to do that, so now she's freaking out that everything is going to be spoiled and, it won't work. Rosa's results return and everything is healthy. She's good. Remember, she was examined by Kyle.
Yeah, last
time.
She
woke up and her results are good. But there's this girl that's sort of eavesdropping, looking over his shoulder, and she says, oh, there's one that's not of this human kind. Like, what is that? And then she goes away, and we're like, who the heck is that girl?
Right? Like, who is she?
Yeah, not sure, but she noticed that there was one test that showed an abnormality, and it's not human.
A human DNA, I guess.
Yeah, it's not found in human. So that was interesting. Isabel finds herself in the circle for this empowering thing, and they're all screaming, and
It's like, okay, at this, you're gonna take out all of your rage in one breath, okay? And then it's like, and Isabel's sitting there looking at DeLuca like, really? And DeLuca's like, come on, just please, just give it a try. And she's like,
okay. But I think she did benefit from it.
Well, like they wrote. Sorry, was going ahead.
No, you can go ahead.
Okay. They wrote their biggest fear, and earlier on in the day, she had an app that said how big her baby is in her belly from the other guy. What's his name?
Noah.
From Noah. And and she saw that the baby's the size of a lentil. So like she wrote down the lentil and then threw it into the fire.
That's what she's
But I'm thinking like, okay, like after that, what are you gonna do? You gonna take this poison or something? Like,
yeah, we were
bye baby.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't get the connection until you told me for the lentil thing. So that was a little sneaky. So that's she was referring to the baby because she's afraid. Oh my God, I'm gonna have this alien baby, and she doesn't know what to expect. So Rosa is praying in church, and Kyle sits down to talk to her. He realizes she doesn't really know what's been happening, and he sort of brings her up to date a bit. He tells her some people think she caused the accident, as Max had put her in the driver's seat
in order to protect Isabel, because Isabel went crazy and she decided to kill up on people and
and it was all really an accident. But, everybody, they were young kids at the time and they were just protecting. And then Rosa drops the bomb that Liz has been arrested, so you might want to go bail her out.
Right, and then it's like, wait, what?
It was just a little afterthought,
right?
You might want to go get her.
But it was funny though. They did confront each other at the end of the show, and they were saying, and she's like, you don't really want to be here to save me. And
can we do that at the end?
Okay, again, I'm rushing. I'm sorry.
Yes. Liz is questioned by the sheriff about Noah's death and Max's disappearance while, she's waiting for Kyle to come in and bail her out. And she's asked why she's at Max's house. And she's saying she hopes he'll return. She was really talking the truth at that point. You know, the sheriff is thinking that she's just sad and so forth, but she's actually telling the truth, that she's at his house because she misses him and she wants to be there just in case he comes back. But the truth is she's trying to bring him back.
Yeah.
So that's why
like
she's
Frankenstein.
Yeah. Rosa breaks into her dad's house and into her own room. She finds an old hidden bottle of liquor.
Yeah.
And she decides to take it, because who knows when she'll need a good stiff drink, right? Kyle watching a bypass surgery, and he's taking notes because, you know, he's trying to get up to speed with heart surgery, because that's what they have to do for Max.
Oh, so, is that why he was in there?
Yes,
because I was wondering, like, he's not a surgeon. Like, why does he care?
He's gonna have to assist Liz, so I think he's trying to brush up on his anatomy.
But
so
like,
that he can do that.
That's interesting. Like, at least on a dead heart, maybe, but not on a...
Yeah, but he has to watch the procedures that they're doing, so that's what he's watching.
I like that.
Yeah,
okay.
So that's good. But then that girl shows up again. She's in there, and they banter back and forth. I think they're sort of laying the ground of some kind of connection with her, so I haven't figured it out yet. Alex checks on Michael, and he tells him he can't stop thinking about his mom. You know, he's really stuck with the memory of his mom, because he didn't know his mom was even around. It wasn't until they went to that bunker and found them, and he met her just before she died.
Yeah, that's very true. It's sad.
It is. Now Alex tells her the mother's name, that she was going by Nora Truman, and she seemed to be the last one that was put in that bunker, so there might be still people around town that actually knew her. So who knows, maybe he'll get some details about her at some point.
Yeah.
And then he tells Alex he's into DeLuca, so, you know, they're done. And then none more of this back and forth thing. I'm going to stay with her, so just leave me alone.
So they say.
For now.
So they say.
Yeah, so until next time. Liz is back. Liz come back and is upset at Rosa, and, you know, she's going at her, and Rosa is blaming Max for everything, because, you know, he's the one that messed her up, and they're just back and forth, and you know, Rosa is saying she wishes she was still a ghost, because coming back has not been easy for her. It's been difficult.
Well, she said that she wants to leave the house, like she can't leave, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, it really showed the age difference. Liz is like, do you want someplace else to go? I can send you someplace else, because you're too much work for me to deal with.
So, you know,
and I'm like, oh, I guess now she's regretting bringing back dead sister, because
she's probably glad that her sister is alive, but she's distracted. She has to save Max.
But
she has to be a caregiver for the sister.
But then I say, how could you be happy when nobody else in the town besides you and your friends know that she's alive? Like,
so no one can celebrate her.
Yeah,
being
like
alive.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
What's the point of her being alive?
But at least if she goes somewhere else, then she can actually live a life.
That's true.
So we'll see what they do with that. DeLuca sees Michael parking his trailer by the bar, and she's like, you know, what are you doing here? Why are you doing that? But he doesn't want anything bad to happen to her, and he knows a lot of stuff is going on, so he wants to be close so he can protect her.
My hero.
And she agrees that, you know, she'll allow him to stay, and they can sort of have something as long as there's no other hookups going on. Yeah. Nod, wink, wink. Like, you know, not be seeing Alex at all. So again, we'll see how long that goes on. So Liz returns to the lab, but the samples, of course, are of no use now. She has to start all over, and that's frustrating, because, you know, time is of essence. They want to get it done. Alex looks in on his father when the brother Flint appears behind him. They both witness their father get to a seizure. He starts to have a seizure. He falls off the bed.
But it was very interesting that like both of them like just stood there, and then like
Flint finally ran off.
and then Flint went to go get Thing, and he's just looking at him.
So I'm not sure. I'm thinking because Kyle had said something about basically knocking off the father.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if they didn't instigate this, maybe to put him in a coma or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see next time how that pans out. Rosa sits on the roof where DeLuca and Liz usually go and sit down. Mm-hmm. And she has that bottle of liquor that she had with her. So, we were expecting
on the Roswell sign, city sign, I guess, I've never seen a sign like that, where there's actually, stairs that go up where you can sit.
Well, it's a small country town.
Yeah, in all, movies, they all have that,
mm-hmm.
But I'm like,
we've never seen it anywhere we live.
But it would be so cool.
Yeah. I think you're not supposed to go up there, so that's why it's fun for them.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Isabel gets ready to inject that death serum, and that's the part where you were saying that she, hesitates, and then she puts her finger on the top of the syringe and tastes it instead. So I'm not sure. I think she got a little buzz from that, though, when she did. There was a little sparkle something.
She's like, whoo!
So I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. So
Max, blue juice.
Yes. Max appears before Rosa in the caves and continues to demand that she stop Liz from bringing him back. And he was pretty insistent this time. He was, yeah.
Don't bring
and he looked like he was getting weaker and weaker. So,
yeah.
She tries to tell him that Liz will fix it. Don't worry about it. She's getting you back. And he's insisting and he's trying to keep her there so he can get through to her. Mm-hmm. And
then she says something and then jumps out of the dream that she was having.
Yeah, so she's figured out how to wake herself up so she doesn't have to stay in his dream. And so now she recognizes that by avoiding falling asleep, then she'll not see Max at all.
Or get drunk.
But then she grabs the bottle and drinks.
Yeah. So getting drunk.
Yeah. Then her mind shuts down.
Still,
yeah. So it's either she's going to be totally drunk all the time, or she's going to be walking around with the zombie eyes because she can't make herself fall asleep. So it'll be interesting. So our one-liners for this episode of Roswell, the first one is when Rosa was having her dream that she was begging Liz to bring back Max, and then Liz woke her up, and they were, Rosa was getting all upset at her protecting Max instead, and then she says to him, oh no, it wasn't that part. She said she was trying to distract
anyway,
Liz and she says, Yahoo deleted my email address. How rude.
How rude.
Well, she was dead for 10 years. Yeah. Had the nerve of Yahoo to delete her email address.
Well, I think you're the only person that has a Yahoo.
Because ours is at Ymail. So that's it's not even at Yahoo. It's at Ymail. So
Ymail.
Forever, yeah. My husband and I both have a Ymail email account. So it tells you how long we've had that. So,
right.
Yes, unlike some people that have to create one every few
That's
years.
That's very true.
Because we forget.
Yes.
So yeah, this other one is where they were bantering back and forth, and Rosa was mad at Liz and cussing her off because she's always trying to save Max and so forth. And what did she refer to him?
She referred to him as your vanilla white bread boyfriend.
Yes.
And I'm like, and I'm like, wow, there's some race issues there.
Yeah, because she was talking about the guy that had the post about them being illegal aliens and all that stuff. So
it's funny though
that
they said illegal aliens. And she's now part, an alien.
I know. So, yeah. Ha, ha, ha. Humor. And the last one is DeLuca talking to Michael in the parking lot. And he was saying, I want to protect you and make sure nothing bad happens to you. And she says, last time I checked, you were the only bad thing that's been happening to me.
Oh, burn!
So those are our one-liners. Well, we hope you enjoyed our summary of Roswell for March 23rd. That's it for this one. And
thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes, and be safe, loving, and kind. Thank you.
Bye.